Hi guys, it's another killer for a new Bionicle video review, and today we're gonna do some Titan sets, so from 2005 this time, and it's gonna be Keetongu, so the intelligent two-legged wife, I can say so. So here's the instruction booklet. So yeah, I do not own the box because I bought the 2005 Titans in one pack in the Voporak pack, which includes the 3 Titan and the instruction for each one, and also for the big combiner of 2005 with the 2 Titan called Voporak. So that's why I do not own the box. But anyway, the front picture you've got here, it's the same as the one you got on the box. So really nothing. You don't miss anything. So here's Keetongu, as you can see. So every Titan has the same background with some circle right there, which is in colored of the Titan. Right here is some kind of yellow right here, this circle part, and also it shows some, of course, some visual webs in the background, and of course some fire. Here it's some Wotuka launching on the Keetongu shield right here. So it's just the mark of a Wotuka, and I think that's quite all. And then on the back, of course, we got some gimmicks I'm gonna show you later. So of course, excuse me for my artificial light. So you got the instruction, and in this instruction booklet, you also got some instruction for the add of the 2 Titans, the 2 other Titans, of course, and also the instruction for part of the instruction for the 2 combiner, because you can do Voporak with the 3 Titan, but you can also do some combiner with just 2 Titans. And so there are one combiner with Keetongu and Sidowak, and then there are another one with Keetongu and Udaka. So here's the one with Sidowak. So in fact, in the 2 you will have to own Keetongu if you want to make a combiner. There is no combiner between Sidowak and Udaka, if I remember correctly. So here you just got part of the instruction, and you got the second part in the Sidowak instruction, which means that Udaka got all the instruction for the combiner, for the second combiner, on her instruction booklet. So here's some nice ads with all the canister set from 2005, so the Toa Hordika, and then the Vizorwak, right here. And that's quite all, and then some ads for the 2 new movie, the second one and the third one, right here. And I think that's quite all for the instruction booklet, so really nothing to talk about on this stuff. I'm gonna talk about the set right now. Oh yeah, I forgot to kind of destroy it. It will be useful to show you how the building works and stuff like that, how it's made, what changed from the other Titan sets released before and also after. So yeah, so excuse me for this little intermission. I should have done this before, but anyway, I'm just gonna show you how it works. So here's the yes, of course, the color scheme, as you may see with the instruction booklet, is yellow and mainly nude gray and some black also, and of course some silver colors part here and there. So it's a kind of a new color because we haven't seen a yellow in age, and it's a new yellow because it's a Keetongu. It's called Keetongu. Excuse me for the light, maybe it's too bright. So yeah, it's some Keetongu because if you look closely, it's got some shade of orange in there. So it's a new yellow, and it's one of the first time we've seen that in Bionicle. The last time we got some yellow was in Jala or in the American Canvas set, but it was really the old yellow. So yeah, nothing really important or noticeable in these years. So here it is, and then of course with the year later there will be more yellow set. So here's the front body. As you can see, it's kind of a special one. Really, it's all about the gimmick on this body part right here. So it's quite imaginative. So in fact, I'm just gonna show you how it works at first, and then I will explain you. Exactly. Excuse me, that I do not own this part anyway. That's why. So in fact, how it works, and we're gonna just kind of dismantle it. So in fact, as you can see, you can first of all see some vacuum pelvis right there to put the legs, and then the rest of the body is mainly made with, as you can see, some technique beams, of course, and then this important flexible part, which will be useful, as you can see, to put this part back down and then relish it. So it will make the front part, the all grayish part, go forward. and then shows the Wotuka, which is, as you can see, the Wotuka, the collectible of 2005, is in the body this time. So in fact, how it works, you have to put this part, which is an RDK fit, as you can see, we colored in yellow color, so that's kind of nice. So you have to put off this little lever right here, which is which hold all the piece together. So you just have to put this right there like that, put it up, and then it fires. So of course sometimes it falls off because it's it can't really it don't really hold well. It doesn't really yeah, it really, I don't have the word for this, but as you can see, it kind of fall off. So that's all how it works. So of course some technique beams, so really it's nothing really interesting. At least it's imaginative, but it's not really interesting. And then of course you have the head part, which is really simple this time because it's just an eye, as you can see, and then some baroque part right there to make the top of the head. So really nothing, the head stops, so nothing. I think they really work for the body part, but not really for the head, even if it's quite imaginative in my opinion. So yeah, that's for the body. I'm just gonna go through this because if I go at that, I will have never finished. So here is the shoulder part. As you can see, it reused the one from Makuta or even Queka. That means that we're gonna use some technique beams for to do the shoulders, and then add some connectors right here to put the arms. And here the shoulders are made with some, as you can see, slicer or robot feet. And the robot feet will be everywhere in this set. So if you want some in yellow colors, in new yellow color in a Keetongu, I think it's a good set choice. So you just have in fact to put this on the axle right there. So I'm gonna show you precisely this with the second shoulder, which is the same right here. So you have of course just one hole with this part, which is the part with one axle and two other pin hole on the other side. So in fact you just have to do that like that in this axle hole. There we go. Then we'll add some parts at the back to link these two shoulders together. But apart from that, the upper part of the body is near finished. We just have to add the arm. So here's the left arm, yes, the left arm. So as you can see, it introduced a new Vaki colored leg, so it's in dark gray this time. It will be also used later with, for example, Karapa, I think, or Kongu Maui. And as you can see, we got some double connector right here, and also some Takaniva spear right here. So nothing really changed. It's kind of a close range weapon, I think, or not, maybe it's a long range weapon because the other one is more of a closed range defensive weapon. And this is this one, which will find the second gimmick, in fact, which is just to turn this part, but I will show this later. So it's clearly made, as you can see, with two baroque shields, which are from New Vocal, and then some gears right there, and just some long axle put on the robot feet with on double connector. So in fact, you just have to turn this like that. It works perfectly. So we are near the finish of the upper part of the set. We're just gonna add to have to put some parts. So just need to check how you're supposed to put them because I don't want to make something wrong. Okay. So you just gonna add this part right here to link together the two shoulder parts. Pretty simple. And then also you can put the I think it's called the whip cord, the Wotuka launcher whip cord right there. So it kind of do like it kind of look like an antenna. So I kind of see, I find this fun because it looks like more robotic like that, like a robot with a little antenna. But that's all my imagination, of course, because in the movie or in the storyline, it's not supposed to be an antenna. And we go for the legs. So the legs are not really interesting because apart for the feet maybe, but you can see it reused the two Titan connector released in 2004. This time, of course, in dark gray. It's used the same build as Queka. As Queka, excuse me. This means that the two parts are connected with a axle of two, so there is no long legs on. For example, we're gonna see later that on Udaka or Sidawak, but that means this part of the legs is really short. And as you can see, they add, of course, this technique beam to link the two parts together, or to make this more solid, if I can say so. And then some, again, robot feet right there to decorate. Then you have some slicer leg in dark gray, which is kind of nice recolors. And then some Robo Rider's head in yellow. And then you have the famous compensate fit, I can call them so, because as you can see, it uses some trimetry fit in we colored yellow, of course, and it adds tons of parts right here to make a triangle shape right here with again some robot fit right here. So yeah, so that's why, because it compensates, because it chooses at first a simple canister foot, and then it adds some technique beams everywhere. So we're gonna see it on, we're gonna see that technique on other Titans later. I think they're the same. Yeah, I think that's exactly the same legs. So I can put this. There is no left or right on this one. And here we go. We have finished the model. Oh, of course you can't see that well. I'm just gonna try to. So here it is in its finished form. So for the possibility section right now, so of course the head cannot really turn apart. You can turn that, but as you can see, the baroque top part, head top cannot move. So it's really not really interesting. Of course, you have the little gimmick to to fire up the Wotuka, even if it's fall off. As you may notice, it's thread, it's in a matter wet, so it's a new colored, it's the only time we see the Wotuka in this color, so it's only in this set. If you want some red Wotuka for one reason, for mocking or other stuff, I do not know, or just for collection purpose. And then we go with the arm, so here's the white arm, so of course, you can make this turn other way, maybe a little on the side right there, so it's kind of well articulated. It's not like it's on a ball joint, but still it's well articulated. Then you have this part which block at 90 degrees right here. You can also put this like that, and of course you can turn this like that. So in fact, how to explain this? At first, the initial position of this part is I'm gonna try to do is like that. It's closed. And then you just have to turn, and with the wang and stuff like that, it's gonna go up in his open position, which is this one. So in fact, you just have to swing this little, long axle, and then you have some expandable shield, if I can say so, in the closed, and then the open version right here. So it's a nice gimmick, not really that interesting, but still it's here, so why not? And then you have the left arm, which is kind of the same. Of course, that part can be go up all the way up, so it's of course more articulated than the right arm. And apart from that, it's the same. So this is why I call this a long range weapon, because this one is more like a shield. So you can clearly see that he's making some attack with his is a blade like that. So it's kind of cool weapon, I think. It's really simple, really just some parts thrown together, but I really think it got a nice feel and got a nice design to attack his enemies. And then you have the legs, so of course the legs are almost, I think that this part can turn other way you want. Of course, this part block at 90 degrees, so it will be, I think, improved in the later Titans. But for some of the old new one, if I can say, because this is a new type of Titans, of course, it's not like the first one in the first 3 years, excuse me. And the feet can move all the way you want, so it's kind of nice. So you can still do some nice pose, like for example, even if it's blocked at 90 degrees. But you can do, for example, stuff like that, and I think it's quite impressive. So I think that's quite all on Keetongu. I'm gonna make it look like normal. So Keetongu is the smallest Titan set of the 3 released in 2005. I mean by his height, of course, because he's not as tall as the other Titans, but they're just a little details, because I think he's a very good Titan in comparison to the others, so it doesn't suffer the comparison to the other 2 Titans released the same years. Why? So first of all, I may first begin with the drawback and then do the pros. So the drawbacks can be the articulation section on the legs and some arms right here. Of course, it doesn't have any ends, as you can see, so it clearly just a blade and stuff like that, so no ends, as you can see, so it kind of limited at this point. Also, the head is not really interesting in terms of design, even if it's interesting, yeah, in terms of design, but not in terms of building. That's what I want to mean. And also it cannot really move. But apart from that, the color scheme I think is great. Also, the fact to put a gimmick in the body is really nicely done this time, because you may remember that Quaker, excuse me, who lived in 2004, also got some gimmick in his body, but it was a kind of I thought it was weird, and it really wins the overall design. But this time it's really nice, because it's a really they were really successful in render some nice body which is not too big, or they really do some compact gimmick in the body, so they really done a nice job. And I think that pretty much all of the other parts made are nicely designed, apart from the articulation flaws, of course. And the color scheme also is really great, if I didn't say it already. Really great, with some really yellow and dark gray colors, so it's really, really nice in my opinion. It's really original and colorful. So yeah, I think it's a really good set. Personally, I really like it, I think. I think you can also try to get it, because it's kind of original Titan with just one eyes. It's if you can so recent Titans, in the fact that even if doesn't own any Piraka frame or stuff like that, it still has some really nice articulated legs and stuff like that, so you can do pose with him. And yeah, the color scheme is nice, and yeah, I think you have I think that will be all for this review. So it's really a nice Titan, and I think I can advise you to get your hands on it for a small price if you find this on if you can find this on Bricklink, eBay, or Garage Shell. Just go ahead and buy it, because it will be an interesting buy, and of course it's a great part pack for all those who want yellow parts for their marks. Of course, it's not to let's not forgive that. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed my review, and see you later for another Bionicle video review. Bye bye.